Welcome, beautiful friends. So we're going to be coming into a sitting position. So you can use a block, a bolster, whatever. You can come into Ardha Siddhasana like so. You can come into Sukhasana, lotus pose, half lotus, whatever enables you to sit in an upright position. So use as many bolsters, blocks, whatever, if you need blocks under your knees, and do so. And really do take time to set up, to make sure that you can sit with a tall spine. So you're not slouching, we're not gripping and tensing, we're not like that. So we can lengthen up. And bear in mind, it's taken me a good few years to be able to practice being able to sit in an upright position for a length of time. So do take your time. Blocks under knees, whatever you need to do, and just standing up, resting palms upwards, thumbs and index fingers together in Gyan Mudra, head in line with spine. Soften or close your eyes, and just take a moment to check in, just noticing how you're feeling right this moment. Bearing in mind we're in the summer solstice, so the energy can be quite powerful right now. So just noticing, just maybe asking yourself the question, how am I feeling right this moment? And wait for the answer to arise. Try not to force an answer. Know that the ego will often speak first. So we'll wait for an answer that may come in the form of words or sensations or symbols or whatever in your mind, or just a sense, or a color or a taste or whatever arises is perfect. And noticing how you're feeling physically, emotionally, no judgment, no criticism. And taking a nice full deep breath in, pause for a few seconds. Let it go. And just kind of arrive in this moment. Gently opening your eyes, relaxing the hands on the thighs, whatever, and just rolling the shoulders up and back and down a couple of times. It's releasing any tension, any weight that you may be carrying, letting it go for now. You can pick it up again later if you wish, or you can leave it. And relax the shoulders down and drop the chin towards the chest. Feel that stretch, not just in your neck, but along your spine as well. And just rolling it side to side a little bit. Feeling that stretch and release in your shoulders and in your spine. No rush, no hurry. And if it feels okay to do so, circling all the way around. But rather than letting the head drop back, kind of lift up and over. Again, nice and slowly, no rush. When you get to the bottom of the circle, going around the other way. As if you're going in slow motion, as if you've got all the time in the universe. And float the head back up to center. And inhale, open the arms out. Think of opening your heart. And exhale, give yourself a hug. Hold on to opposite shoulder and round slightly. Just keep the belly button in. Round, draw the chin towards the chest. Let the head be nice and heavy. Thank you. Inhale, open those arms wide, relax the shoulders, then switch the cross of the arms and exhale, round over, relax chin to chest, stretching out the spine, pause for a second or three. Okay, inhaling, open. So I'll show you from the side view. We open the arms nice and wide, and we exhale. Hold on to opposite shoulder and round over. If you're doing like a cat, flex. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, switch other arm on top, around. Almost like you're about to pull your jumper off if you have a jumper on. And inhale, lift and open. Exhale, cross. Give yourself a hug, round over. Then lift up and come into eagle arms. So your elbows are already crossed. See if you can bring your hands into a variation of eagle arms. So it might be here, it might be here, it might be here somewhere. But try and keep the elbows together. See if you can lift those elbows, relax the shoulders. And inhale, open the arms. Maybe lift the eye gaze a little bit more this time. Exhale, other arm on top, round over. Scoop belly button to spine. The tailbone tucks slightly, so you're kind of leaning into the back of your heart. Then come up and find your eagle arms, wherever that variation may be. And imagine lifting the heart a little bit, lifting the eye gaze, but stretching the upper back. Inhale, open the arms, draw the shoulder blades in towards the spine. Exhale, hug and round, scoop belly button in. Just notice how it might feel slightly different each time. There's no force, no efforting. Inhale, come up and find your eagle arms. Once more, inhale, open. Exhale, cross and round, scoop. Inhale, lift. Find your eagle arms. Exhale, release. Inhale, open out. This time, we'll take a little twist. Hand to the opposite knee. Think of lifting up out of your tailbone, looking rather kind of regally over your shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhaling, twist the other way. If you can, try and press the opposite knee towards the floor. So we're not pulling on the knee, but we're just kind of lifting and lengthening, lifting up out of your sit bones. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist, lift, lengthen, and rotate. Inhaling, open. And exhaling. And rotate. Once more each side. So there's no force, but you may notice that each time you just create a little bit more space to rotate, relax the shoulders. Inhaling, open. And exhaling around the other way. Then we're going to move the spine sideways. So breathe in. As you breathe out, bring one hand to the floor. Stretch up and over. And inhale up. Exhale up and over the other side. Make space between those side ribs. Inhaling up. Exhale up and over. If you can, tend to look slightly upwards. Make space between the ribs, intercostal muscles. Moving in and out. And if you can this time, so I'm reaching over to the left. See if you can press the right knee a little bit closer towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale over the other side. Pressing the other knee down towards the floor. Inhale up. Exhale. I'm going over to the left. And I'm going to turn into a little twist. And I'm going to open back up into a side stretch. So exhale. Little twist. Imagine trying to bring my chest or nose towards that knee. and open out into a side stretch. Breathing in and out. Again, as I come forward, try and press the opposite knee towards the floor. And as I open through the ribs and turn my eye gaze up, I make space between the ribs. One more inhale, open. Exhale, little twist. And inhale, open. Exhale, lift up and over the other side. Stretch, breathe in and breathe out. Twist. Now imagine trying to draw, as if you're trying to draw the opposite shoulder towards that knee. And then opening out to the side. Expansion and contraction. Make sure you're anchored through your sit bone, through your tailbone, and stretch. Breathing in, open out, and breathing out. Inhale, open, and exhale, twist. Inhale, open, come all the way up, this time going over to the side, stretch over, then release, extend that leg, so extending the right leg and stretching up and over. And then inhale up, exhale, stretch up and over the other side. And inhale up. This time I'm going to take a little twist. So I'm going to bring my hand to the opposite knee and twist. Release, inhale up, exhale, stretch over. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Breathing in and out. And in and out. This time, see if you can keep the hand on the knee as you inhale. Stretch into a side stretch. And release a little bit. Exhale. Stretch as if you're reaching towards that foot. Now ease off. Exhale. Stretch, lengthen. You may find you can eventually reach that foot. If you can reach the foot, see if you can then bring the elbow to the inside of the thigh and see if you can kind of like roll backwards and forwards a little bit. Stretching out those intercostal muscles. So you may even kind of like roll all the way as if you're bringing the chest towards the floor and then open. And exhale, roll. Inhale, open. So very similar move to when we did a moment ago, when we did the side stretch and the twist. So we're kind of rolling, we're closing and opening. So focus on the feel again rather than the form. So how does it feel opening out through the side waist? And then imagine you're stretching. So I'm stretching the right hand forward and the left hand, maybe I can even take hold of the outside of the foot and use it as a lever. Again, rolling and opening. Try not to eat my beads. And stretch away. So use this left leg to push away from the floor. And kind of keeping the arms crossed, we're going to come to the middle. So the arms are crossed over. Stretch the arms out in opposite directions and relax the head down. Put a bit of a stretch in the upper back. Then just relax here, breathe. Then maybe you can find your eagle arms here. Maybe not. And let's see if you could perhaps find your eagle arms. So bring the palms together if possible. Stretching the arms forward. So you need to energize the legs here to stay. And breathe in, brace your abs. Breathe out, see if you can rise up with your eagle arms. And taking a breath or two here, stretching up out of the waist. And exhale, hug and round. Inhale, open into your eagle arms, almost into a mini back bend almost. Exhale, round. Once more, inhale, lift it open. Exhale, round. Inhale, open the arms out, bring that foot in and take another little twist, looking over that back shoulder. There, releasing, breathing in, breathing out, twist the other way. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, round the other way. Inhale, up. Exhale, hand to opposite knee and extend the other leg out. So we've switched sides. So adjust if you need to. Bring that foot in if you need to. Inhale, up. Exhale, little twist the other way. Breathe in and out. Twist. And come into that side stretch. Inhale up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, up. Exhale, stretch. Reaching in opposite directions, as if you've got someone holding onto this left hand, drawing it through. So you're trying to turn through the chest. Exhale, stretch. Breathing in and out. So take your time. Imagine lengthening from your tailbone, stretching up and over. If and when you can find you can grab hold of that foot, again, you can kind of like roll, drop the chest towards the floor, then opening it out, rolling forward and back. So using this right leg as like an anchor to move the body. Lift and open the chest and drop it down. Breathing in and out. And you may find that you can reach the outside of the foot and see if you can bring this arm to the inside of the thigh to use it as a lever. You can still kind of rock and roll a little bit. Again, eating my beads on this side as well. So I ate them on the other side, so I'm going to eat on this side as well. Yeah, really stretch out. I love this stretch. One of my favorite stretches. Really gets into those intercostal muscles. And breathe in. As you breathe out, release the arms and come to the sort of the middle. Reaching the arms, stretching the arms in opposite directions. Energize the legs. And feel that stretch across your upper back as you're reaching the hands in opposite directions. And again, see if you can find your eagle arms here. You may not, that's okay. And breathe in, brace your abs, firm up the thighs, breathe out as we rise up. Exhale, round, hug, round over, scoop belly button to spine. The same thing you did with the legs in Sukhasana. The only difference is this time one leg is extended out. Now lift. Exhale, round. Inhale up, bring that foot in. Exhale, take a little twist around to the side. Inhale, center. Exhale, again, adjust the feet if you need to. Twist the other way. Breathe in and out. Inhale up. Exhale, side stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach to the corner. And inhale, open out to the side waist. Again, almost as if you're doing like a little mini back bend. Lift through your heart space. So puff your chest forward. Then exhale, round, reach to the corner as if you're bringing the nose towards the knee. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, round, reach. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, lift up and over the other side. Exhale, reach to the corner. Nose towards the knee. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, reach to the corner. Inhale, lift and open. Last time, exhale, stretch. And open out. And lift up. And release. And try and stretch both legs out. You can either stay on the block or you can come off the block and move the sit bones out of the way. Flex your feet. Inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, hug and round. Inhale, lift into your eagle arms, lift your heart, lift the elbows as much as you can. Engage your core so there's energy in the stretch. Exhale, round over, tuck the tailbone under, scoop belly button in. Inhale, lift, energize. Exhale, round over. Inhale, lift. And see if you can exhale, come forward. If you can, again, find the floor. If you can't quite reach the floor, you can either just come forward and hang out here with your eagle arms, or you can rest your elbows on a bolster, whatever, and just relax. Take 2 full deep breaths. Push through those heels for the stretch in the inner thighs. Embrace the abs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Open the arms out. Breathe in. Bring that left arm round over. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, lift into eagle arms. Exhale, round. And notice I'm moving through my pelvis as well. I'm kind of rocking and rolling on the pelvis. Now round over. Inhale, lift. If you can, exhale, come forward. As far as you can. It might be here, it might be here, it might be here. And wherever you're at is perfect. Full breaths in and out. Embrace the abs, firm up the thighs. Inhale, lift, lift up, open the heart. And exhale, release. Bringing the right foot in towards you. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a little twist. Maybe point through that foot because it's been flexed for a little while, so we'll give it a little rest. Point through that foot. Inhale, stretch up and over. Inhale, open. Exhale, stretch up and over. So again, really energizing and anchoring through your sit bones, lengthening through your tailbone. Stretch up and over. Yeah, once you're here, you may find you can grab hold of that foot again. Lengthen here. Nice deep breaths. Once you're trying to bring your ear to your shin, calf. Embrace the abs. Inhale, lift up. Bring this leg in. Place the foot flat on the floor, as if you're about to stand up. And try and bring your elbow inside. So my left arm is inside. And I'm going to try and rotate. So I'm going to try and bring the arm outside, press away like so, and see if I can wrap it around behind. So you want to try to turn the shoulder in, bring it right in front, and see if you can grab hold of your opposite hand. Press down, press your hips forward. What I find by kind of like pushing my hips forward is if I'm trying to bring my left butt cheek forward, I can get a bit more of a rotation. A little bit more twist. You might turn your head to the side. You might just let your head drop down. You know, whatever instinctively feels right for you. You might find you bring a little bit of movement in. Again, it's all good. There we unwind, undo, bring that leg in, stretch the other leg out. Adjust your position, twist, lengthen up, breathe in, lift up, breathe out, stretch, in and out. So again, take your time, imagine lengthening literally from your sit bones all the way. So it's not going to, a lot of people tend to stretch just from here. Imagine literally stretching from your tailbone, from your sit bone, anchor down through the body. Once you get there, if you get there, you can hold on to the outside edge of the foot. Maybe rock a little bit. Maybe imagine bringing the ear towards the shin. And breathe in, breathe out, lift up, raise those abs. Bring this leg in, you can bring the foot flat to the floor. Press down as if you're about to stand up. Bring that arm inside, drop the shoulder right in as low as you can. Take the elbow outside and try and rotate it. You're turning that way. Then reach around behind you. Either grab your back wrist with your front hand or vice versa, whatever feels right for you. So this time I've got hold of my front wrist with my back hand. Sometimes I do it the other way around. And just feel that stretch in your spine. Press your armpit against that knee. Press that foot into the floor. And gently unwinding. Stretch both legs out. Shake out the legs. Bounce up and down a couple of times. And just take a moment in Shavasana. So either with the knees bent, feet flat, or you can rest the knees one against the other, or you may stretch the legs out along the floor. And just breathe. Again, maybe ask yourself, how am I feeling right this moment? And again, wait for an answer. Almost like you put in an order and now you're just sitting back and waiting for that order to arrive. And again, sometimes the answer that comes may not be the one you're expecting, and sometimes it may not come straight away. And you can just also notice how it feels being in your body. So my arms feel kind of quite tingly, my spine feels nice and loose. I can breathe nice and easily because I've stretched out my intercostal muscles. And I just kind of feel a sense of peace, a sense of being at home in my own body. You can either stay here, you can press pause and stay here, or you can draw the knees in, inhale, bring the nose towards the knee, and then roll or rock yourself up to sitting. Bring the hands to your heart and take a little bow. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that little session. That was my session the other day. I was doing my own practice, and that just was the practice that I intuitively did, and it felt so good for me that I thought I'd share it. So let me know what you think, And yeah, give it a like. That would be great if you just give it a like. If you give a comment as well below my YouTube videos, that really helps more people see it. So, and I also love to know who's doing my videos because it's like, yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you so much. Mwah. Enjoy your solstice. Turm Korea Shumya Katurma Tiara.